Hello everyone, welcome back to my PTE Pro. Today, we're diving into a reading, fill in the blanks task that focuses on the future of global energy. This drag and drop format is a fantastic way to test your ability to connect technical vocabulary with logical context. We'll walk through the passage together, looking at grammatical cues and thematic links to ensure you can confidently select the right words and improve your reading score. If you found this breakdown helpful, be sure to subscribe to my PTE Pro for more expert tips. Let's keep working together to help you achieve your target score. The global transition to renewable energy requires a significant blank of existing infrastructure. The sentence introduces the global transition to renewable energy, which implies a fundamental shift in how power is managed. Because the text mentions existing infrastructure, the blank requires a noun that suggests a comprehensive update or a total reconstruction. The phrase requires a significant serves as a grammatical anchor, signaling that a substantial modification is necessary to move away from legacy systems. I am dragging the word overhaul into the first blank because it describes the large-scale structural changes required for the energy transition mentioned in the text. Most current power grids were originally designed for blank energy generation from fossil fuels. This sentence contrasts historical grid designs with modern requirements by noting they were originally designed for a specific type of energy generation. Since the source mentioned is fossil fuels, which typically involves large, singular power plants, we need an adjective that describes a one-way, single-origin distribution model typical of traditional utility systems. I am placing centralized into the gap located in the middle of the sentence because it is the standard technical term for traditional power grids that rely on fossil fuels. To accommodate fluctuating sources like wind and solar, smart grids must be implemented to blank energy distribution effectively. The sentence highlights the challenge of fluctuating sources like wind and solar, which are inherently inconsistent. To accommodate these changes, the grid must perform an action on energy distribution to keep the system stable. The structure must be implemented to requires a base form verb that describes the act of managing or equalizing the supply to ensure it works effectively. I am dragging the word balance into the third blank to satisfy the requirement for a verb that describes stabilizing the energy supply and demand. These modern systems utilize advanced sensors to monitor real-time consumption and adjust supply accordingly. This sentence provides technical context by explaining how modern systems utilize technology to solve the problems of consistency. By using advanced sensors, the grid can monitor real-time consumption, which allows the operators or automated systems to adjust supply in a way that matches current needs precisely. I am not dragging a word into this sentence as it serves as a contextual bridge explaining the technology used to manage the grid mentioned in previous sentences. Consequently, investment in grid modernization is blank for achieving long-term carbon neutrality. The transition word consequently signals that this sentence is a logical conclusion of the previous points. Given that modernization is the only way to handle renewable energy, this investment becomes a mandatory requirement for achieving long-term carbon neutrality. We need an adjective that expresses this level of necessity. I am placing essential into the final blank because it emphasizes that grid modernization is a fundamental requirement for reaching the stated environmental goals. To succeed in reading, fill in the blanks, drag and drop. Always focus on the logical progression of ideas and the grammatical role of each blank. Look for collocations and signal words like consequently that indicate how sentences connect to one another. Finally, ensure that your chosen word fits both the specific sentence and the broader technical context of the entire passage.